All right, everyone, we have a great show for you tonight. Our first guest is a guy that got himself into a little bit of trouble. It's a young 16-year-old boy. He was involved in a murder, and we're still waiting to see what happens when he goes on trial, but we have the opportunity to talk to him first. So I'd like to welcome first Johnny Cade. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Great to see you. All right, so we're going to start off asking Johnny. Johnny, it's great to see you here. Now, this all started, the reason why we have Johnny with us today is because of a little predicament he's in with a man named Bob. Bob was what we called a soc, right? So tell us about Bob the soc with us and how you know him. What's your past with him? What's your history with him?
I don't know if you see the scar I have right here.
Oh, yes, I do see the scar.
It's from, Bob. He jumped me with a couple others.
Okay. So they beat you up?
Yeah.
How badly did they beat you up?
Pretty bad,
So let's fast forward. Let's get right into the nitty-gritty of it. The night at the park, where our whole scene takes place and what you're going on trial for. What happened that night?
Well, a friend of mine, me and him were in the lot, and we ran away from the park first, and I see the blue Mustang, which Bob Soc owned, and whenever I see that, I get all jittery, I get nervous.
Is that, you saw that before when you got beat up? Okay, that makes sense.
So that happened, and
So what happened after that?
they come up to us, and a Soc named David drowns Tony Boy, my friend.
Really?
Yeah, he starts drowning him, and I don't know what to do. I'm really scared. And then Bob comes toward me, and it just happened. I was so scared.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, especially if they're gonna, attack you like that. It makes sense.
Especially until it happened before.
Right. Right. So you're saying it was self-defense?
It's self-defense.
Okay. Then I think the big question for everyone would be why you guys felt the need to run and why you ran from the cops. If it was self-defense and you knew you had a good defense, why would you run?
There's not a lot of witnesses around. The story could be turned a lot, and it felt wrong anyway. It felt wrong doing that, even though he did all that stuff to me, and it just felt wrong.
Yeah. Would you take it back? Would you take it back if you could?
Absolutely. I mean, I know it was self-defense, and I know I was scared out of my mind, but it just feels wrong.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Johnny. We really appreciate it. We understand that, especially being a young kid, you can be really scared. It can be a really tough world out there, and you kind of got to take care of yourself, and we'll see what happens on this trial. So thank you for being here, Johnny. It's been a pleasure, and we'll be back.